Hi, welcome to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create this letterhead and save it as a template so it can be used over and over again. So the first thing we need to do is to go to Insert, Shapes, click on the drop down and select this square, click and draw out a rectangle stretching from the top to the bottom of your page. Once we've selected it, make sure you're on Shape Format, go to Format pane, go to the bucket icon, click on the drop down of Fill, select Gradient, and here you have a gradient you can customize. So select this left hand colour icon, click on the drop down, select a colour of your choice, or you can select more colours at the bottom here. You can choose from your colour wheel, moving this little icon around and using this slider to brighten or darken your colour. Your colour of choice will be here, and just click OK. So I've selected both of my colours. You can move these sliders left or right, and that will slightly change the gradient on your rectangle, making sure that your type of gradient is linear. And then if I deselect, we can just about see there's a borderline running around this rectangle. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and to do that I'm going to click on Line and just select No Line. Then with this I'm just going to copy and paste it by selecting it, hold down your Alt or Option key, click and drag to copy, deselect both of them, and then I'm just going to move this one down to the side here, and instead of having a gradient on this one I'm just going to have a solid colour. So I'm just going to go to Solid Fill and then select the colour of my choice. Now because I'm going to have some angles across here, I'm going to copy it with an angle at the top. So go to Insert, Shapes, click on the drop down, and we're going to select this icon here, well that's shape, sorry. Click and drag out the shape. Then I'm going to rotate it, and then I'm going to go back over to here to Fill. I'm going to select Solid Fill, go to the colour, select the colour, then I'm going to select No Line, and then I'm actually going to rotate this. So go to Rotate and flip horizontally, because I actually want the angle to go upwards like that. But before I do, I'm just going to copy this because I need some more for my address icons. So I'm going to move that down to there, and to check they're perfectly lined up I'm going to select this one, hold down your Command or Control key and select the bottom one. That's how you select multiple shapes or multiple items in Word. And then go to Align to left, and then go to Group and select Group. Now this one here, I'm just going to select a different colour, this colour here, and then reduce the size of it. It's important you keep the angle though, because otherwise it won't match this angle here. And if you have a problem, use this little yellow square to make sure you match that angle here. So I'm going to move that down there, and then I'm going to make several copies of this. Deselect two of them and then reselect one. There we go. And this one I think I can move down a little bit more. Now to get the icons onto here, it can be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to use a technique that I find the easiest. So I'm going to go to Design. I'm just going to change the colour of my page to grey. And the reason for that is I'm going to use some white icons in here. So I'm going to go to Insert, Icons. Here I'm going to type in Globe. That allows me to give my internet and email details. You can't move it when it's inserted, so go to Wrap Text in front of text. Then go to Graphics Fill and select White. Then over here I'm going to select 1.4 because that's how big I want it. And then I'm just going to move that down. Just going to move that down on top of here. Then I'm going to select both of them, holding down that Command or Control key. Go to Align to Center, Align to Middle. And then I'm going to group it together, and that's ready to go on here. And do that with this one now. Go to Insert, Icons, and then choose my icon again. This one's going to be Location. Select this icon, Insert, select White, And this one I'm going to do 1.5 because it tends to be a bit smaller, this one. And then just make sure you go to wrap text in front of text, we can move it. And then once again, holding down that Command or Control key to select them both. Align, align to center, align to middle, and then group. I'm actually going to move that one down to there and put that one in there. And then this one, insert, go to the icons again, and here we'll select phone, and then we'll select this one, select insert, again in front of text, white, and with this one we'll do 1.4 and press enter. Once again we'll move it down, select both of them. So then I'm going to align to center and align to middle. Then I'm going to group them together and then place them down here. Now to align all of these, you just need to select all three, go to align, align to left, align, distribute vertically, and then you can group them together. But I think the distance with these apart is a little too much, so I'm just going to pull this bottom one down, just pull them down again, then select them all, then just quickly align to left again and distribute vertically. Once I'm happy, just select group and click group. And then I'm also going to select the ones behind. So select the shape behind, go to group, select group. Now this is all one group and you can play around with that and place it exactly where you want. Now I can go back and just go to design and then just change the page color to no color again. Now we're going to insert our logo, go to insert, pictures, picture from file, select your logo and click insert. Then make sure you go to wrap text and click in front of text to allow you to move it. Now we're just going to put in the information down the bottom here, and when I use this letterhead for a template, I always use text boxes. My cursor's up here at the moment, and when you often go and type things, it can nudge all of these graphics. So I tend to use text boxes and I feel you just get a lot more flexibility with them. So go to insert, text box, click on the drop down and select draw text box, click and draw out a text box. So here I'm just going to insert some information, and what I have done is if I go to the home tab, this particular font is Avenir, it's font size 12 and I've aligned it to the right. And then I'm going to just pop it down here. I'm not going to worry about the alignment too much. Now you can see this has got a black borderline. It's also got a white background. We're going to get rid of both of those. So select it and go to shape format. Go to outline and select no outline. Shape fill and select no fill. Then we're going to copy and paste it twice. So do that once and then deselect them both. Reselect this one and then we can copy and paste it again. In here I'm just going to put some more information, there we go, and do the same in this box here. I'm just going to change that information. Obviously this will be all your own personal information. I'm going to zoom in, but do excuse Word because it likes to jump back to the top of the page at any point, particularly when I press the enter key. So I'm just going to move these down roughly halfway between these boxes. Then I'm just going to make sure they're all lined up to each other by selecting them all, going to align and selecting align to right, deselecting, there you go, it's now jumped, and just check you're happy with that configuration. Now I'm going to borrow one of these text boxes by copy and pasting it, and then I'm going to have one here for my address block, I'm going to have one here for my date, then I'm going to, then I'm going to have two more because I'm going to have one here for the main text and one here down for the signature block. So I'm going to select this one and put my address in. I'm going to make sure it's aligned to the left though. And this font here is just Avenir and it's font size 12. Just put the date in here. Now I'm just pasting all of this in because I don't think you want to watch me type. Now for this central one here, this is where you can really customize the look of your letter. So this is just some placeholder text, so it doesn't really make any sense for your letter. What it does allow you to do is to move this text box so that you have exactly the look that you want for your letter, but also it means you can move it around. It doesn't nudge any of these graphics, and you can simply move it around and realign it with all the other boxes. You can choose your margins very easily, and it means you've got all your information there, and all you have to do is click on each box, click the cursor inside, select it all, and just simply change the text inside. So I'm just going to change the signature block at the bottom, but I will show you how to add your signature. I won't show you how to make a signature. I've got plenty of videos on those. I'll link them in the description below. But go to Insert, Picture, Picture from File, and then just simply select your signature and click Insert. Again, go to Wrap Text in front of text to allow you to move it. And then once you're happy with its placement, you can simply select the signature, hold down the Alt or Option key, select the signature block, go to Group and select Group, and now you've got that all as one element. So to make sure everything's lined up, you can see this margin here is much wider in this block than this one here. So this one you're going to have to do by eye. So what you can do is line them up and then just literally use your arrow key and push them down the page. Here you should be able to line these up perfectly. So select them both, go to Shape Format, Align, Align to Left. This one again you can do by eye because of your margin here. So again, you can just line it up with the furthest text if you like, and then just use your arrow key to go to the top. Then you can line it up perfectly with this one if you want to go to Align, Align to Top, and those two at the top there will be perfectly aligned. Now, once you've all got this in place, you're going to want to save this as a template, because then you can use this over and over again, but the original will always be saved. So if you go to File, go to Save as Template, then make sure it's saved as your letterhead. So just put in letterhead, and we'll put in green, and then make sure it's in your templates file. And then at the bottom here, your file format should be Microsoft Word template, and then click Save. So we've now saved this as a template. What that means is when you go into your software, if you go to the Home tab here, you'll see there's templates at the top, but over here it says More Templates. And then you'll see there's a Personal section. So this contains all of your different templates that you've created. So you can see mine here. It doesn't look quite as it does, but don't worry. Then you just literally click on that and click Create. Once you've done that, this will appear. You can then go ahead and make all the changes you need to. And when you save it, it will ask you to save it as a completely different document, therefore saving the original. This will save you a lot of time and effort when it comes to putting all these different elements in. Then again, if you want to save it as a PDF, you can go ahead and click File, Save As. Then at the bottom here, simply go down to PDF and then click Save. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.